Welcome back. So, where we left off last time, I've actually turned all of the subdivision modifiers on so you can sort of see what it looks like. It's got a very used feel, which is quite good, I like it. But I'm now going to turn these all off once more. There we go. And begin to connect the ends. I've got to decide how I want to do it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just extend one piece out here, bring that sort of down, and I'm going to bring the other one round. So if we go up, so it's sort of coming out on the outside, you sort of get me? Perfect. It doesn't matter if it goes into a piece at all. I'm going to extend it on this side as well. Bring it down a little because it went off track a bit there. Okay, so we've got it about there. So now I need to sort of work out a knot. So if I just sort of line this up like that, I think it needs to go up a bit, and we'll whoops. I don't tie many knots, so don't judge me. How do knots work? Crikey. Yeah, so I'm not going to pretend I'm doing a good job here. Would that tie? No, of course that wouldn't be tied. I need to... I know what I need to do. I need to go over here. And then I need to sort of extend and come back down like that, I think. And then sort of bring that down so it's dangling off. Where's the other piece? And sort of like that. And let's have a look what that looks like. There we go, so it's got like a knot on there now. It's a pretty big knot. It's fine though. And that looks pretty good. So what I'm now going to do is apply the curve. Apply the curve. Oh. Not quite yet. We'll apply the array. Then we'll apply the curve. Perfect. Oops. And then what I'll do is now is go remove doubles. Ooh. Okay, so I'll undo that. click the merge button, put it to 0 because we don't want it to accidentally consume other parts. Okay, so now I should be able to do it. So now if I go set that to 0. Oh no, I do want that as 1. My bad. What if I do a constant offset 1? Okay, I don't want that. Relative offset. Okay, so if I now go apply array and then apply curve, okay, so that didn't break it. What about adding a face on the end? Does that break it? Yes. Remove doubles, obviously, that's fine. And then if I go F, does that break it now? After I've applied that? Eek. It does. What if I add this on? And then unwrap this one on its own. Does it now break it? Whoa! Gotta work out how to close this. Sorry, do bear with me a second. This is slightly awkward. So got the curve, got the array. So, how do I get this to close other than adding faces onto those? Because that would close it and make really horrible parts. Ick. Can I put the displacement to only work? So how do I make this work? Kind of want the ends to close, but gotta work out how to go about that. It's not in there. What about in the array? First and last. I don't know what that does. Something I don't want. Turn first and last off. Just got to work out how I can go about this. So a start cap and an end cap, I assume, is something I put on the end. It is indeed. So that's what I want to do. So I want to put some sort of weird thing on the end, I think. Which I'll create in a separate layer. So if I go over here, get rid of that crap. So I need an end cap. So I'll go mesh. What do we want to put on the end? Perhaps if I go a icosphere, scale this down into sculpt mode, and we're just gonna push this around a little, turn off the symmetry because I don't want it symmetrical, I want it slightly weird shape. Hit smooth, and then I'm gonna add a multi sorry, you can yell at me as I said, multi-resolution and a displace. And I'm going to do a sphere projection because it doesn't matter too much for this. Displace. I want a rock texture. Polygon files. Doesn't matter too much what color rock. Let's go for a rock desert. That'll probably be alright. See what it looks like. Yeah, it'll be fine. Take the disp 6K. Beautiful. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? And then we go UV, smack that subdivide, and drop that strength. Not like that. See? It makes a little rock. Hit a subdivide again. And maybe 0.5. Last subdivide. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to node editor, new, principled as always. Yeah, as I mentioned, obviously this is not a low poly. This is just a small rock now. But where's rock desert? Rock grey, rock rope. Not on it. Rock dark. Did I use rock dark? Rock dark. Okay. And then I want the color. Which color do I want? That one will do. That looks good. Let's hit rendered just so I can see it properly. And then we'll go for the gloss into the roughness. Finally, the normal. I want non-color data for that. I also want non-color data for that. I'm going to plug this into that and that one into there. That'll take a second. And it'll suddenly jump. There we go. And now for here, I'm going to change these over to sphere. So it's not a flat surface, it's a sphere. As you can see, that makes it much more like a rock. You've got little indents and crevices, so you can see there's an indent here, and then if we go over, and there is not an indent there apparently. Okay then. Just totally ignore me. I have no idea what I'm talking about apparently. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to jump. I'm going to rename this to rock ends. Everything should have a name at the moment. Yep, it does. Onto this, I'm going to go rock ends. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, I see. It's got a merge going there. I'll fix that in a second. Okay, and then turn off the merge. Oh, no, I do want the merge. Oh, crikey. We just got a massive rock here now. I only want it to merge for spots on for vertices on the exact same space, rather than what I currently have, which I think is set to a meter. If you see nothing right now, it's because my computer is very much unhappy. When you're dealing with very high numbers, you end up getting that. Set the distance to 1 meter. That's a 0, sorry. Eventually. What I might do quickly is just remove the multi-res on this rock, because there we go. Lowers it down to just 80, which is going to be a lot easier to deal with. 0 on the merge. Oh, crikey. That rock is too big. Shrink it down. Apply rotation scale. Take that off and then put it back on. Okay, so I need to sort this strength out again. There we go. Something like that. That's what I want. So there's the rock end, but I want it a little bit bigger than that, I think. About that. Okay, so I can probably crank this back up a little now. There we go. So 4, I move 3. 3. 3 looks good. And then again, move it, add it back on. But it's a little bit far away. I'm not sure how to fix that. End cap of rock ends as well, and I think that's going to put it all the way down about here. No, that's put it exactly where it should be. Which probably means there's an error somewhere around here. Oh, crikey. Need to quickly turn off the multi-res again. There we go. And now if I jump back to this one, shouldn't. There we go. So that's what I want it to do. I want it to be there, but I want this first one to be there as well. So why is it not there? So if I go rotation scale, oh, god damn it. I'll work this out. Something I've done is obviously wrong, because that rock I want to be much further up than where it is. I'll make this rock bigger as well once I get to it, but I want to first try and attach this properly. So I need to find a way to do that. If I the rotation of scale it a second. Can I, if I were now to apply this array and then apply this curve, could I just... Can. Okay, in which case I'll have the array and the curve back. And now I will work out the size for this rock. And something like that, I think it doesn't need to look perfect, which is kind of the advantage. And I do want to make sure that I don't have this on there, so I want first of all to, because I need it in the scene, I just don't need it to be visible from here. So if I put this down here for now, just sort of out of the way, you know what I mean? Actually, wait. Put it back a second. For now, I will leave it there. But I will want to make sure that I have that out of the way and can't be visible in the scene eventually. So now if I go on to this one, if I now hit the multi-resolution, and I also hit the multi-resolution on that other rock, which is there, hidden, and turn the multi-resolution on this, as you can see, it's just, actually I could try to show you, we've just got a rock that we've sort of bandaged on the bottom. Also, there's some pretty gross bits on there, but I don't think it's going to be visible, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as you can see, that's just, we're going to put that rock up in there as well, and then we'll have that rope just attaching onto this bit. And it is almost, but not quite, done now. So we don't want to mess with too much of the stuff on here at the moment. A lot of this, like those rocks on the end of the thing, they're going to be tiny. I don't think it's going to matter. I honestly don't think it'll make any difference to the render at the end. But that is something I guess we'll find out. But for now, I will call it there. That's a 23-minute video, not too bad. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.